Orange County runs on green juice.
And unresolved resentment.
Welcome to reality in 5D.
Where the facelifts are flawless.
And the friendships aren't.
Let's spill.
I'm gagged over this episode of Real Housewives of Orange County.
Gagged, you say?
The old lady party.
It
Some of them...
was like a golden girl party, not an old lady party.
Same thing. Actually, some of them are older than the Golden Girls, apparently.
I know, to hear they were like in their 50s when that started.
They were 52, but Tamara's 58.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and Vicky and Shannon are in their 60s.
Yeah.
60 plus.
Man.
And we don't know how old Heather Dubrow is. She just doesn't age.
Yeah, because she's married to a plastic surgeon, like she said. I love that. Let's talk about this bungee jumping workout that they were doing. That looks like a lot of fun.
It did.
Not that I want to do it, because, like, working out sounds dreadful, but it does look
looked
fun.
less dreadful, you have to admit.
Shannon falling all over the place is getting so old. I feel like she's faking this.
Because she is so old. I don't know. She might have some health problems. It's kind of indicative of health problems, if you ask
Then
me.
she's got terrible health problems.
Yeah.
Because she can't stand up. It's like 2 or 3 episodes in.
She might have some vertigo.
If you did, though, would you jump on a bounce house?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
That's why I think she's faking it.
But you know, like those doctors, like ER doctors will tell you that if you can't stand on one foot while like you put your shoes on, or if you can't stand up from like sitting on the ground without using your hands, that you literally only have 10 years left.
So should we call Vicky and set up a life insurance policy on Shannon?
Yeah, I mean, maybe she was right when she's like,
Get
I
in
feel
on
like
it.
my mortality is just staring me in the face.
Oh my god. Speaking of mortality, Gina dropping that they're gonna throw a 50s old lady surprise party for Emily. I think we should do that for our next friend's birthday party.
For whose? Who do we know turning 50?
We don't, but we'll just pretend.
The next time someone turns 50, or when we don't rush us.
Corey's almost 50.
Yes. Yes, he is. Basically.
Did you catch Jen calling Shannon out for being the puppet master? Which I said last week made a whole image and everything with Jen being a marionette puppet for Shannon.
Yes, yes.
This week we have Jen calling Shannon out for pulling the strings, telling everyone to say something, and she's trying to be like, oh, because Shannon never will. Shannon never will. Yeah, Jen, because she's got puppets like you who continue to do this work for her. When she says leap, Froggy leaps.
But she really didn't even, like, ask her to do any of that. Like, I hear Shannon, she just expressed her opinion, and Jen was like, well, I'm going to do something about it.
No, Shannon says things like,
and that's on you.
Somebody needs to say this to Tamara, and someone needs to do this for Tamara. Like, she says things like that. But I feel, I mean, I said it last week, I feel Shannon is trying to be a puppet master because Shannon really can't do that on her own. She doesn't have the guts, but if she gets everyone else to say something, it's clearly not Shannon's problem, you know?
Instigator.
Do you feel like Jen's trying to cause problems telling Tamara, or do you feel like it's what she says it is, and she's like, oh, someone's talking about my friend behind their back. I need to stand up for them. What do you think?
Honestly, I think Shannon does a really good job of avoiding Tamra just because she's like so done with Tamra.
I'm talking about Jen.
I know, but like she knows that Jen doesn't like Tamra, and so she can avoid Tamra, but she still obsesses about her to everyone else. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I can kind of see why Jen was ready to do something, but that's Jen's issue with Tamara too.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like Jen is trying to be a good friend to Tamara by telling her this. I think that it's been 2 years of Jen feeling like Tamara's come for her, and now she's got an excuse to kind of
be like, everybody hates you.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about you behind your back. Even your best friend compartmentalizes you. She knew what she was doing. She did. That was probably payback for the fat shaming from last season.
You think so? I mean, that was pretty bad.
Because there's only one reason that she would take Heather's words and Shannon's words and use that to like fuel her whole entire battle against her. You know what I mean? That was not her place to say anything. And no one asked her to do that. She took that upon her own self to do that.
So do you think that Jen and the other ladies are trying to bait Heather?
In what way? Just
Okay.
like throw her under the bus?
Yeah, and what I think it is I think that Heather is fierce, right? Heather's got a lot of money. She doesn't need their drama. She really is able to have fun with this show because she doesn't need this show. And I think that a lot of girls may be jealous. I think that Jen included. They're jealous and they feel like, why does she not really have to drive a lot of these hard storylines? But like, that's just not Heather. She's not drama. And I feel like there's a couple that haven't brought anything to the show, including the fierce lifestyle that we're here for. And I think that that annoys some of them. And I think that they are trying to bait Heather to get her and Tamra to fight to bring a little bit more of that side of Heather out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or to make so that Tamra doesn't think that she is in the right at all. I think if even Heather has an issue with her, then she'll see that it's literally everyone, which means it's her. And I mean, Heather's like told her how many times, like, you were embarrassing. You can't act like that. I don't like this. Like, I can't trust you. Like, it's not like Heather doesn't say that to her. It's not like she puts her on a pedestal or anything. But she still is friends with her, even though she may not agree with her all the time.
And I kind of understand boxing people. You know what I mean? Like, there are
Gotta
people
protect yourself too.
that you can be friends with, but you know that there are only certain sides of them that you can handle for certain periods of time. Or you may need to, you can really talk to one friend this way, but you can't another. So you put them in two different boxes with how you handle them. It makes sense. I feel like that is an evolved person.
We do that to protect ourselves. Heather has learned that she has erratic behavior. She uses things and like in a moment of anger to throw on the table or like as a card to like
Anyone really on this show
embarrass
does.
you.
Yeah.
So, everyone's been hurt by Tamra. And I think Heather is smart to protect herself this way. And if Tamra has a problem with Heather protecting her own self from the relationship, then I think you're missing the point right there.
So do you agree with Vicky? Do you think Heather's a surface level friend?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And I feel like when you look back on the OC when Vicky wasn't there and Heather and Tamra were, the two from their era, I feel like Heather's been a very good friend to Tamra.
Yeah.
Vicky has been a surface level friend to Tamra on several occasions.
Tamra has been a surface level friend to Shannon and Vicky. And a lot of other people. So I'm sorry, what goes around comes around. If you're a shallow friend, you're going to attract shallow friends.
Well, Vicky tries to double down and then be like, yeah, but I also want to be loved by everyone. I understand. I don't feel like Heather comes off as somebody who wants to be loved by everyone. I don't get that energy off of her.
Yeah, I don't get that energy off her either. I love Heather Dubrow, honestly. I think she keeps it classy. She throws great parties. She's pretty level-headed. Her children are amazing. That speaks volumes for her as like a mother and her character. So, I mean, she's consistently a good person. You know what I mean?
One thing that Tamara said that irked me, right? She said, Heather changes personalities based on who she's around. And we used to have a friend like this, right?
Chameleon.
Exactly. A social chameleon. They were preppy and fun in one way when they were around that crowd, and then they were alternative and grunge and dirty when they hung around that crowd. And
ew, ragamuffin behavior.
Exactly, clocked it. But I don't get that off of Heather. And like, we were very good friends with this person. So like, we saw what it looks like when you have different groups in a room and they like slither around to the different groups and they become that group. Like, I saw that.
Kenzie Million.
And so, I mean, I feel like if Heather were doing that, it would be more clear to the viewer. You would see her flipping and flopping back and forth. But I feel like Heather stands on business.
Yeah, I think so
Whether it's
too.
tough or not.
And she saves face. Her husband's a plastic surgeon. How can she not?
She does. I mean, like the whole meeting with Heather and Tamra. Heather's like talking about Jen, saying that Heather puts her in a box, and Heather says, well, it's hard not to come off that way when Jen's asking 40 questions. Why is Jen doing
They
this?
backed her up though. Cameras, production, they showed.
They did.
They showed exactly what Heather was saying, and Jen was trying to get some words out of Heather. She was baiting her real hard.
She wants anything she can get on Tamra.
Stop. She does. She's obsessed. And I think it has to go with like Tamra crossed the line last year. Tamra crossed the line several times, especially with Jen. But that last one, the fat shaming with the picture, that was awful. That was true mean girl behavior. Like, I disowned Tamra after that. I couldn't. I was like, good riddance, girl. But you know, to go tit for tat like that and come back, she's I don't know. She's just not looking good this season. And then to blame it on everybody else who had opinions similar to yours.
You don't think Tamra's looking good this season?
No, I don't think
I don't feel like Tamra's had to do anything. I feel like Tamra's kept her mouth shut, and the other girls are looking messy on her behalf. Like, I feel like Jen's not looking good this season. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, I would love if Tamra gave us a little more fuel to go with, a little more substance that we could talk shit about, but I'm not getting it from her. Like, you had the confrontation with Jen when Jen brought up that she thought Heather was talking shit about her. Tamra just backed away quietly, walked out the room. You know what I mean?
Everybody on these
beta blockers.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like she was not fully. Yeah, and
is she really back? Is she a friend of or
no? She's a full-time orange holder. I feel. Do you feel like the girls have a vendetta out for Tamra?
I kind of have a vendetta out for Tamra. How could they not?
I know, but you remember
she quit? And why is she allowed to keep coming back?
Do you remember the end of the last reunion when they accused her of talking to bloggers? She swears she didn't. I don't care if she did or didn't. I think she does talk to bloggers because when you have a podcast, it's impossible not to. People hand you information daily. We get information all the time. Yes, I think she talks to bloggers. Do I care? No. But I feel like that last episode of the reunion when they tried to say that she leaked sensitive information about the season and she cried and begged and told Andy it wasn't true. Like, I feel like that was the start of the vendetta for Tamra. I feel like they're just going to start coming for blood. You know what I mean? On these OGs.
Well, maybe she should because she thinks her podcast is like God's gift to earth. And I'm sorry, it is trash.
I used to like it. I just find it redundant now. And I mean, I think we maybe do similar work, but I feel like I can hear how NBC, Andy Cohen, the people they want to impress are in their ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, then you're not really giving me what I want from this. I'm not getting real opinions. You know what I mean? But why did she say she felt like a serial killer? Was she saying she felt like everyone was treating her like a serial killer, Tamra?
Oh my God.
Isn't she a Virgo?
She is a Virgo.
I mean, Virgos kind of do have serial killer energy.
They are the number one most likely to become a serial killer or just like murder in general. So that is kind of scary, but...
Like she murdered the word manipulative. She could not say manipulative to save her life. She said, I think Heather's
manipulative.
Controlling. Manipulative, Tamra. That's the word you're looking for. I feel like anytime you have someone with a personality like Heather who is strong, who can control the room, you're going to get the manipulative card. You know what I mean? And really that's because the person you're talking to is too weak to actually stand their own ground or formulate their own conversation. So they feel like they're being manipulated, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like Tamra and Heather have that. Like, I like Tamra for who she is on the show. She's necessary to the show. Do I think she's a great person? Probably not. I don't really know her as a person. But I get her character on the show.
Is she doing that character now, though?
That's where it's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of back and forth. Like, if you're going to be the villain, commit and be the villain. Stop caring what everyone thinks. You don't get to say, I don't care what everyone thinks, but then you edit all of those things that make you, you know? I don't know.
She goes back and forth from villain to victim.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a revolving door.
Now, I do have to say, because I did used to listen to their pod, anytime Emily and Shane's show would pop up as like the next, I would skip it. I would skip it. And I kind of like a little true crime, but something about the legally brunette of it all and her, I just didn't care. I could see them getting a lot of hate for that being on their feed because, you know, you get to a point where you're listening to things and then you're like, who the hell is that? Like, I'm not here for that. Like, I get that annoying people.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Emily and Shane are doing a Deadly Marriage podcast photo shoot and they haven't recorded the first episode yet.
But they were doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Everyone always wants to do a photo shoot when they have the cameras in production, but never like actually have any work or like a plan.
I feel like the only thing old and tired is the conversation about this being on Tamara's network. To be honest, like, do you feel like she owed Tamara and Teddy a thank you?
No.
I think it would have been a nice gesture. I mean, yeah.
I think it doesn't matter. I think she just brought it up because she wanted to talk about her podcast on television. She's only going to like these dinners and things and talking about herself and her other adventures. I think that's the only reason she came back, honestly.
Emily or Tamara?
Tamara.
Well, what does she claim? They have over 100 million downloads and streams, and that being
and now
on that
she
show
finds other people and she gets a percentage. Oh yeah, she's like,
yeah, she told Emily, "You made me money." Well, if she made you money, then someone's listening, right?
So you can't call it a huge failure. But again, I think that's what she's doing. She's just, whether people are talking good or bad, they're talking, and that makes you money. So,
agreed.
She's a smart girl when it comes to that.
Agreed.
The difference between comfortable and couture?
Knowing the assignment.
Some people show up looking exhausted.
Some people show up looking like they lost a fight with their laundry pile.
Ragamuffin behavior.
We don't know her.
Comfort is soft, elevated, and approved by the only critics that matter.
Us.
Clocked it.
Keep it cute.
Or put it on mute.
Upgrade your off-duty era and shop our link. comfort.com/HAUSOFGLAMLLC.com.
Because the only thing getting exposed today
is bad fashion.
Want to?
How do you feel about the new girl, Carmilla?
I like her so far. I don't really know much about her. I'm starting to like her more and more that I get to know her, but
I know a little bit more about her now. I don't really care about football, but she was married to Jeff Garcia. That's football, right?
I have no idea who
I'm
Jeff
gonna really be embarrassed if he played baseball, but
I think it was football. I think he was a Bengals player, now that you say it.
She said they were married for 12 or 13 years. She doesn't know because they're apart, but they've never divorced.
Because of the kids.
Right. I feel like that's also confusing for the kids, though. But not my place, whatever.
I was going to say, each his own. She didn't want to share her kids 50-50 like that and have custody.
That's right.
They were able to work it out.
Because in California, it's 50-50.
So, I get it. I get it. Sometimes we do things for our kids.
She's got an interesting backstory in the sense that she was a WWE wrestler.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
She was a Playmate of the Year for Playboy and a Centerfold, which makes it strange to me that her and Shannon are like kicking it off and shopping together. And
what's her birthday? We didn't find out.
Oh, we didn't. I like her though.
Yeah, she's pretty. I mean, she reminds me of like a typical millennial. I feel like we all live the same lives, you know what I mean?
I mean, kind of, yeah. And she talks about leaving with Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, okay, we've got a Be Who name drops.
Oh, yeah, right?
Come sit with us. Let's
She
hear.
said she lived in the bunny house across the street from the mansion.
And I mean, let's talk about her compound that she has. That home was gorgeous.
Yeah.
We had to back it up and look at it again. And I was like, yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, right? It looked like the castle of Cinderella.
Yes. The boyfriend, however.
$8. Okay, the charger is in there by the window, okay?
Camilla's boyfriend, however, divorced twice, red flag. And then they later go on to talk about how he's been unfaithful.
Oh, yeah.
Girl. I got sketchy off of him the second he came into the screen and started talking. I was like, oh no, who's that?
That was the unfaithful one? I thought he was the one that was like, I like kids. I thought the unfaithful one was like
He
her
did like
original.
kids, but they have like such a rocky back and forth relationship that even Vicky and them were like, what are you doing?
She's got a couple of those. I don't know.
I'm now
Is that
questioning
his
her
house
judge
or
of
her
character.
house?
I think it's ooh. Oh, it's theirs. Remember they have several homes and he goes to the home in like San Diego or somewhere like
Okay.
that. I don't know.
So that cheating boyfriend lives in her house?
Mm-hmm.
She could do better. She could do way better.
I agree. Well, then let's play a little game of keep it cute or put it on mute. And keep it cute or put it on mute. Camilla, the new girl.
So far, so good. I like her. She's cute.
Keep it cute or put it on mute. Shannon falling all over the damn place.
Oh my gosh. For your own health and safety concern, Shannon, put that on mute. Go see a doctor.
Or borrow Tamra's walker.
Yes.
Or Vicky's walker, whoever it was. Keep it cute or put it on mute. Emily's podcast drama.
Ew, mute. I don't want to hear about any of their podcasts they have going on while I'm watching Housewives.
We've got enough of our own to deal with.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll judge you according to how we see fit. Thank you very much. You have one job to do. Stay on camera. Leave the podcasting to us.
Do you agree with Vicky? Working out is bad for you?
I guess it depends on the workout.
I feel like it's bad for you. Doesn't feel like fun.
Well, it doesn't feel like fun, except for that, like, the belt thing.
I always say keep it cute or put it on mute. And
working out
is a mute for me.
It's like running. Anytime I go to like, you know what, I'm going to go for a little jog or run. And then I just feel so ridiculous. And I'm like, I won't even make it to like the mailbox.
I only run my mouth.
Yeah.
Vicky runs into Dan. Vicky runs into Dawn. That was sad.
In the desert.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Dawn was the best she ever had.
Yeah.
You went straight from Dawn to Brooks faking cancer and this new dude who you clearly
disrespected right in front of her.
Right in front of him, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember the new guy's name, but I remember Dawn. And that's sad. She should have never divorced Dawn.
Ew, especially for Brooks. He was like the scam of the century.
Literally.
Oh, Brooks.
I can't believe they got away with all of that. And
still to this day, no one has asked him anything else about it. If I were Tamra, I would have been like, that would have been the first thing I would have said. Okay. Hey, how's Brooks doing?
Yeah, like where
have you been? What is he up to?
I don't know. I feel like, did he end up dying?
From cancer?
I don't know. That would be karma, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
Man.
Did he survive the pandemic? I have questions now.
If he were really ill, he would have been a liability for sure.
Did he make her sign an NDA? Is that why we can't talk about Brooks? We don't talk about Brooks. Oh, no.
Can we talk about the old lady looks?
Who?
The old lady looks at this old lady party. Yeah. I love Tamra's look. I have to say, she was totally giving an old lady with dementia who escaped a nursing home. In her Depends, somewhere Lisa Rinna is like, girl, you could have got $1 million for that. You should have held out. But, I mean...
You should have held out.
Yeah, I feel like she committed fully. Vicky was funny too, but Tamra killed it. Like the makeup, the hair, on point.
When that person was like, I forget that you don't need this walker.
They threw it.
They were like, she kind of does. And she had that knee surgery, so she's like limping, and he just throws the walker. Like, hey, you don't need this.
I felt like Shannon looked better at the elderly party than she like gives in real life. She could serve that gray hair for real. And the outfit, it was very Jackie O. I was like, okay, Shannon, I need you to dress like this, like in your real life. They called Heather Cruella. I liked Heather too, and I believe it. I feel like Heather will look like that when she's old. The hair changes, the face doesn't. Goals. I don't even think her hair will change. She'll just keep it brown. Jen wasn't giving for me. Like in the rollers, looking ridiculous. She showed up like high school spirit week pajama day. Like you didn't look like an old lady. No. You didn't commit. Take those tracks out and let us see the real old lady. Tamra's tracks. I did catch Vicky calling Carmella dysfunctional. I can already tell this new girl's going to get under Vicky's skin. And
Vicky doesn't like new people.
At all. Vicky doesn't like anyone, not even Vicky. So it's already going to rub her wrong, we know. But I feel like this new girl is not going to be afraid to put her in her place. And honestly, Vicky, like, you've been out of here. You've had some time off. Like, new people have come up. The game's changed slightly. I wouldn't say the formula has, but the players have gotten better at it. And you're not going to have the same people that just sit down and shut up, or the same people that are going to jump on and do whatever you say, like Tamra and Shannon have for years.
It's weird to see her and Shannon friends again.
Mm-hmm.
Or her and, like, Vicky
Tamra.
and Tamra friends again, yeah.
I feel like Jen tried to come in and go for Heather, but Heather got her right really quick.
Yeah, she did.
And that was much needed. I feel like Jen lost in that moment. Like, whatever Jen was going to try to do to Tamra, it didn't land. But Emily, of course, had to use that as a moment to step in. And I'm like, girl, it's your birthday. Why would you not want your birthday to be a little more drama-free? But Emily comes about this damn podcast again, and Tamra's wanting thanks, right? But she's like, I made money off you. Well, at the end of the day, Tamra, a thanks is nice, but you made the money. That's really all you need. Like, she doesn't owe you anything, especially after last year when you talk shit about the pod. I would leave you out of my thank you.
A speech, like a thank you speech, like you get at the Grammys.
Right.
I was like, wow.
They chose to squash it, too, because I thought Tamara was going to say something real shitty in that moment when Tamara's like, yeah, well, if you have a successful product, it speaks for itself. And then everyone's silent, like, ooh, because they expected that to be shade. And then she's like, what you do? And I was like, oh, okay.
It's because she literally went on said podcast and said that that was like a disaster. It was failing. So then for her to say that and then be like, oh, go, you do? Like, girl.
Because she did say she made money off of it. And like I said, if she made money off of that pod, like, and okay, like we run a pod, you can track analytics, you can see what videos make more and this and that. You know what I mean? So, like, for her to say, I made money off of you, shows that it was successful enough to make money.
Yeah.
I'm back and forth with it because would I have ever known Emily had a podcast if it weren't on 2T's and forced on me? That when I back when I used to listen to 2T's, I wouldn't have known, you know. But also, like, I'm sure Emily has fans. That I mean, she's got to have like one or two, right? She's still here. Someone would have found her.
She's got clients. Someone found her. You know what? I mean, there are people who are just fans of the Bravo universe, and there's not a lot on podcasting wise for Bravo fans in the Bravo sphere.
Not a lot of good ones.
Not a lot of good ones. So
not a lot of them that aren't bought or paid for by production companies, I would say. Or owned by NBC.
And you'd think, like, listening to those, you'd get, like, an inside scoop, but that's never the case. It's just them trying to push their own propaganda and their own narrative and their own friends' narratives, and it's kind of redundant.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, it flops. That's the real failure, Tamra.
Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like 2T's was better when both of them got kicked off the network.
And were unhinged.
And they were unhinged
Truthful.
and they told the truth.
Yeah.
Now that they're kind of owned in NBC's back pocket, I don't really care. I've honestly given them enough free press today than I ever will ever again.
Never again.
Well, as we draw to an end, I feel like we should hit our
glamour moment.
Our House of Glam glamour moment of the episode. Who are you going to give it to?
I know this is going to sound... Just hang in there. I'm going to give this to Shannon. Because I really liked her old lady outfit. It was so chic.
I will say that Shannon deserved it for that and the hair as well. In terms of glam and chic, it ate down.
It
Good
ate.
for her.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say our messy queen of the episode is?
Jen. Always Jen.
I agree.
From her looks to her actions, all of the above.
It's like she keeps shooting for the mark and missing. I just don't know. I think this might be it for Jen this season.
I think so. I think production kind of was like, hey, you need to step up or step out.
Yeah. And I wouldn't hate it if she stepped out. I think it sounds like, based off of the current news, that she needs to go home and worry about her kids and her family. So, I don't know if the show's for her anyway.
This.
Yeah. I said what I said and I meant it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Right? I said what I said, and that's on period. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Reality in 5D with Matt
And Courtney.
And don't forget,
make sure to like and subscribe.
bye!